So it's 2020. You finally made it. The holidays have come and gone. Gifts were opened, time was spent with family and friends, and you finally managed the chutzpah to take down your Christmas tree on January 4th. Although you contemplated leaving it up all month because hardly any friends came over to admire it. Maybe you, like me, are single. The holidays can be challenging times for us single folk. It seems everywhere you look are happy couples. They're all around you, going Christmas shopping, out ice skating, drinking hot cocoa, and smooching at midnight, all while you're trying to figure out how to not come across as a burden to your parents that have to entertain or spend time with you because you don't have a significant other of your own. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for letting me destroy you in Bananagrams and Scrabble, when you could have been doing cute holiday things like snuggling and drinking sleepy time tea whilst watching the snowfall. To be honest, I've been single for so long I'm not really sure what couples do during Christmas time, so this is my best guess. Anyway, now that the holidays are over, winter begins to seem more unrelenting than ever. The winter blues might begin to set in now that you're back to regular life, away from friends and family, and the loneliness hits hard. The bitter cold starts to affect your soul, and you begin to think to yourself, it would really be nice to have another person around to keep warm. Also, some snugs and mouth hugs sound real nice about right now. This is where the danger begins. That danger comes in the form of a glowing light in your eyeballs, an ego booster, a plague on your well-being, and the illusion of limitless choice. What am I talking about, you may ask? I'm talking about dating apps. Before you turn off this video entirely, know that I don't think dating apps are terrible. Some of my very best friends who are married met on dating apps. I have friends that are in wonderful, healthy relationships that met on dating apps. They can work. However, here's why I personally choose to steer clear of them. I have used them, but I end up feeling disappointed. Matches from dating apps. From meeting up with women who have no personality, lie to you about being a Christian, because apparently all your Lord and Savior died for was for them to eat and drink free. Getting asked if you want to hook up. Sorry, nope. Going on a few dates with someone and realizing that they have massive insecurities internally that you cannot fix. Or spending $50 on a date, only to realize you never want to see this human ever again. Or getting ghosted. There's only so many matches a man can take before becoming disillusioned with the whole process and feeling more lonely than ever before even downloading the stupid app to begin with. I get that this probably makes me sound insufferable, but hey, I'm insanely picky, and I'm totally okay with this. I would rather be single than in a relationship that I hate. Also, I want a better story. I want to be married someday, and I want to be a dad. Children can be wild, obnoxious, and at times difficult. I'm just saying this from my minor experience with my nephews. But gosh dang it, they're cute and bring so much joy, and I can't wait to have kids of my own. And when my future kids ask me how their parents met, I want it to be a better story than, well, you see, I downloaded an app, saw your mom, thought she was hot, and swiped right. The rest is history. I deserve a better story than that. And these stories exist. How do I know this? Because one of the cutest stories of all time is how my parents met. The year was 1982. Hair was big, men's shorts were very short, sleeves were poofy, and the top radio single was Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. My parents were 17 and both involved in 4-H. For those of you not from the Midwest or aware of weekly meetings, going to a fair where you can win ribbons and cash for art, showing livestock, your dope woodworking and or electric skills, or building small engines. 4-H is, quote, hands-on learning and education programs for kids to build skills like responsibility, resiliency, and hard work, which help them succeed in life, end quote. Yes, this is the exact description of the organization from their website, and yes, I was a 4-H kid growing up. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I think 4-H helped me succeed at being awesome, but anyways. As previously stated, my parents were both incredibly involved in 4-H of Tazewell County. My pops was so involved, in fact, that he was the 4-H king of Tazewell County. What does a 4-H king do? Well, in the words of my father, schmooze, set up tables, schmooze more, hand out awards, shake hands, make announcements, schmooze more. Part of this schmoozing was also getting into a dunk tank so that small children could laugh and have some more fun at the 4-H fair. As my father was in the dunk tank, he put his clothes in his friend Arlen's truck. Upon doing his time in the dunk tank, he emerged to realize that Arlen had driven off with his clothes to prank him. As a reminder, this was the 80s, which means that my pops, a 17-year-old, extremely muscular farm kid, was walking around the 4-H fair in essentially men's booty shorts, as were the swim trunks of the time, angrily trying to find his friend Arlen for driving off with his clothes. It was then that he came upon a redhead at the lemon shake-up stand. He thought she was cute, and he asked her if she'd seen Arlen. She had absolutely no idea who Arlen was, but appreciated the view of my pops wearing his swim trunks, and he apparently was extremely charming as well. Apparently being 4-H king and having hours of practice schmoozing pays off. It was there at the lemon shake-up stand where history was made. My mom got my pops' number. Progressive. They then started writing each other letters after the 4-H fair. Romantic. They went on dates. They had deep talks. They realized their values and futures aligned super well. They fell in love. They got married and have been happily married going on 34 years. All because of a random chance meeting while my dad was half naked. I want an awesome story like this. When I think about my parents' story, it gives me hope. Because I deserve a cute story. Not only this, but I think, no, I know that you deserve a cute story too. And that's why I want to challenge anyone watching this with one thing. Don't swipe 2020. Dating apps can work, sure. But imagine having an awesome story you're stoked to tell your future kids about. This year, instead of spending countless hours on your cell phone, swiping left and right, sitting at your place alone, get out and about. Go to coffee shops, museums, art shows, concerts, that new spot your friends rave about. Go to parties, meet people, do things you love. Go adventure. You never know. Your love story might be in the making. My other challenge is this. Go on adventures and do things you enjoy because you enjoy them, not merely just possibly meet someone. Because at the end of the day, you are enough. You alone have value. You don't need another person to be complete. Life is pretty awesome. Imagine how much more awesome it would be not wasting time swiping on an app and learning more about yourself by exploring the world and meeting cool people this year. Welcome to 2020. Don't swipe.